Okay, so another week has passed and I've got some other cool stuff to show you. Here's my bike with the new 808 NSW wheels. I had the front one for a while now. Haven't tried it on the road yet, just had it on the trainer. But now the pair has arrived. So this is basically what will be my crit racing setup. I have also mounted the big chainrings in the front today, some bottom bracket maintenance. So now I have a 5236 on there. SRAM have it quite cleverly arranged that on the 110 BCD you have the compact and a semi-compact, which is this one. So I have some more efficiency at high speeds when I need a higher gear. Also oversized pulley wheel system working fine. The chain length is now correct. This is my dock here. So these 808 NSWs, SRAM Red 11 to 28 cassette. And what I also wanted to show you, I got two types of tires for these. So on the rear I've got a Corsa turn 3 Vittoria, which is basically what I ran as a tubular. I have read that these tires come up quite wide on wide rims, so in order to preserve the aerodynamics of the rim, I didn't want to go for a 25 because you're not really sure with a clincher what width are you gonna get. I haven't measured this yet, but I think this may well be over even 24, 25 on this rim. So I'm glad I didn't go for the wider one. It's basically 25 now. Inside I have Vittoria's pink latex tubulars, the new model. So that should be the fastest combination until my Sulca tubeless kits arrive. And then on the front you can see the Corsa speed tire. This is also a 23, but interestingly it comes up much narrower. But on the front that's not necessarily a bad thing, again for aerodynamics, and this also saves some watts over the standard Corsa. Maybe not as grippy and definitely not as puncture proof, but we'll see how it performs. I want to have these tires front and back when I'm racing. Well, this setup I want to use when one specific event. There's a racetrack nearby where every month a crit race will be had. So this is basically the setup I'm gonna use. Maybe I'll switch to single ring up front when my custom chainring arrives, but more about that later on. So 808 NSWs. Here are the few of these I have used earlier today for actual riding because it was very windy. I was, to be honest, a bit scared to go out on these. Hopefully at the weekend it will be a bit calmer so I can ride these, but that's not all I want to show you. I got some more. Okay, so here's my bike hitting the scales with these wheels. That's how I look, 7.56. Not that heavy, but not light by any means. Of course it has the Garmin on there, the lights on there, and everything you need for riding. Bottle cages, 7.56, not bad for an aero bike. Another cool thing about the wheels in the NSW series is their free hub. Zipp say that it improves the speed you can carry when you're coasting, which might be actually true because on this setup, if I use it my standard 303 free hub, then thanks to the low friction in the system, the free hub actually manages to pull the cranks with it. On this one it just disengages immediately, so you don't get that ceramic speed crank rotation right there. So there must be some effect for sure. The only way to tell it is to ride it, of course. Okay, so these are the 808 NSWs, but I have other wheels to show you now. This is basically the disc wheel Holy Trinity I have here. I've shown you this one earlier in detail. This is the Dash Gretchen 25, obviously 25mm wide, super light disc wheel, 800 grams, which is the same as my Zipp 303 tubular training wheel. And now I got myself something more aero and even wider. So on the right side I have the Zipp Super 9 tubular wheel, which still has the standard Zipp, I think 188 hub, same as this one internally. Sounds a bit different though. And as you can see, this disc wheel is almost as wide as the 303, which is the widest in the range, for improved aerodynamics and wheel tire interface. This new version has been around for a couple of years now. It has the ABLC pattern all over it, white decals, Zipp logos right here, super high quality and really finely machined hub, track adaptable. It still has the preload adjustment on there. New wheels don't have it. And what you're getting with this wheel is a set of valve cover stickers, a skewer. Unfortunately, this is the new one, which Zipp released just I think last year. It has this really large lever on it, and this is the one thing about these wheels that I don't really like. Then you have a really nice pump adapter from Silka, included with every disc, and then Zipp's own brake pads, which work extremely well with all kinds of carbon wheels, and I've been really impressed with the modulation and the braking power. So if you buy these wheels, I definitely recommend you to try these out. Then a short valve extender also. I don't think it's really necessary, but in case you have a really short valve, the cutout is quite deep, so you are going to need that. Another downside about this wheel is that you're not getting the extremely nice wheel bag that you are getting with the Zipp NSW wheels. This is quite a luxurious place to stash your wheels in. Really nicely padded, some added velcro straps to get them in there. But I needed some wheel bags for the other wheels as well, for the 303, so I got these simple cycling bags. They'll do the job for sure. And then I'm getting to the Zipp Super 9 carbon clincher. So this will be one of my clincher wheels. It's fairly heavy compared to the dash wheel, which is super light, but it should trump it in terms of raw speed and aerodynamics, partly thanks to the exceptional wheel and tire interface, which is really a special part of this disc wheel. The tire I have on right now is the standard Corsa. I'm going to swap that for the Corsa Speed for racing. It comes up a bit narrower and has a different profile, so it should be even more aerodynamic, and it saves around 5 watts per wheel in terms of rolling resistance, so that's absolutely the fastest combination you can get. Other than that, the tubular and the clincher are quite identical. I have this one ready to ride. Obviously it's not so easy with the tubular. red 20 cassette here. Same big skewer. I might change that for the Trex proprietary skewer, which is a lot nicer if it's snugly in the frame. But other than that, I'm really looking forward to try this setup. I'm going to pair it with the 808 front, of course, for the absolute fastest possible combination. Okay, so here's a detailed view of my wheel collection. Tomorrow I'm going to get the 454 NSWs as well. So if you like these wheels and would like to know more about Zipp's newest technology, then make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow. For today, it's all. Thanks for watching and see you next time.